Anyways, let's talk about where we're at. I've been testing out quote unquote profitable trading bots. I've been doing this now for 5, 6 weeks, 6 weeks. In run through the whole process of running Python scripts with AI. Everything I'm talking about here, everything I'm doing is 100% AI generated. Lots of people. I'm surprised that a lot of people still doubt the capabilities of all this, but that's their voice, not mine. But I do know it's a work in progress for AI and for trading strategies, bots, whatever. Um, so let's get talking about my last film I covered on YouTube. I covered which models are the most profitable. So my 3-step process, which is more, is first to gather news, the freshest base set of news in real time or close to real time, 30 sources. A PDF is then generated from all those news sources and all the different news topics. And they cover mostly futures and options. And I purposely keep the options in there. There is no stock in there, just what you see in the futures market, be it on the CME, add in ICE and other exchanges down the road. But right now it's 100% CME. As for the trading and the simulation, that's 100% futures. So as I said, we gather the news. It gathers generates a PDF from all the news in a 25, 26 page document that I post on my membership here, the Quant Analytics that I just raised as of yesterday. Thanks for all the folks that are in there in the trial. So there's that. And then out of that, we're able to dynamically generate trading bots, strategies, all 100% all in Python with these PDFs. And they range anywhere from 8, depending upon the market, day of the market, if there's profit to be made. And then there's the up to 11, 12 on a good market day. So that's how it works. And I want to show you, been doing that for the last 5, 6 weeks. I've talked about the models. Right now I'm just using Codex 5.3. And DeepSeek 4 just dropped in the last 12 hours. So I'll be testing that out in the next few days once I get access to it. So there might be a change there if DeepSeek proves to be worthy. Also, what I did was earlier in the week, I took, turned out to be 14 trading bots that were so-called profitable over the testing. I ran those over a 24, 48 hour period. This is all in simulation. And 3 of them were profitable. There were 2 sets yesterday that were very profitable. And then today there was profit in the earlier part of the day. And there's some lessons to be learned here with AI now that we're playing profitable strategies. And there's going to be one last piece that I never thought I'd have to write or have the AI create. And I just want to give everybody an update on what I'm doing in the process now. Nothing really has changed. I'm just adding things that are more efficient here. So I am going to show you some windows now. All right. So I am going to first show you the a Visual Code project, which is right here. And you can see here, as I said, I've got different snapshots in time where I'm able to generate all of the bots that I talked about with an associated log right here. Okay. So there's that I can create as well. And let me just close that. All right. So there's that. And then we have the actual Python bot that's dynamically created. I didn't create this. Okay. I didn't create that. That is created by AI, by my workflow, we'll call it. Also, what I want to show you here, I no longer hand code. I've been saying that for a while. I don't think I've visually shown it. I'm using Claude Code in Visual VS Code here. So I am technically a paying member of Claude Code. Again, this is a Claude Code VS extension. Okay. Um, so you can see here, I can just put in standard prompting in English, native English, and the thing will go out for me and create all of the fixes, analysis for me. If there's bots training, I can tell it to fix things all in native human English or native English. I don't know if it works for other languages. I don't know, but this is a very this is like what I put out a message saying that you know hand coding is pretty well dead now. So if you're still hand coding, I hate to tell you, I've been watching a bunch of videos lately. People that have been laid off, they're very good programmers. I'm sure they're being paid up to 200,000 in whatever job they're doing, and they've been laid off for one for a year, another one for about 9 months, I believe. Can't find work. Well, that's why you can't find work is because of what I just showed you with Claude. Okay, and then with Claude, which could be possibly in trouble because of the new DeepSeek 4 coming out, which one of the posts that I saw was uh, 50 times less expensive than Claude. And I believe it's on par with uh, Claude. Now, as I said before, I have no problem with Claude 4.6 and Opus. I just tested out 2 days ago the Claude 4.7 with this exact same process and it breaks. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it's actually going backwards with that upgrade. And I used to be very happy with Anthropic and the Claude updates, even the minor updates from 5 to 4.6 was a massive major upgrade in Opus. But the Opus 4.7 is a complete no good. Very expensive as well. I just and then there's also the billing practices in Claude as well. People are questioning as well. So as I said before in my stream, I'm using Codex 5.3 right here, and it's working just fine. Um, and I like it. It's fairly fast too. Claude 4.6 Opus was very slow, but I will say that the 4.7 was very much faster. But the quality of code was useless. It just broke. So I just think right now, for me, when I'm using Codex 5.3 is just fine. All right, so let's talk about where we're up to on these new updates. So in the updates here, we've got oh yeah, here. I always got to remember to share my screen here. Ah, oh, lots of learning here as usual. Let's see. Hopefully this will work. Um, yeah, here as I switch over. Voila. Okay, cool. So, what we have here is I've shown this before, a trading bot analyzer. I'm going to show you different sets now. Let me first show you the latest it's running right now. So I have two sets of code running into the same Python server that connects into my market provider, an execution platform, which is Rhythmic. So I'm not having any real issues there. But what I can do here, as I said, first, what I want to show you here is the logs. Okay, so we have here, this is the latest batch of logs running or bots running. So there's however many. Some of them are getting market data. And I'm going to be honest, man, I'm not going to waste my time on this. If they connect, they connect. They don't, they don't. You can work on it. The whole process here is totally changed now. The major code base has not changed at all. The workflow has changed. So you can see you only have two bots that are running with Lua, and these are the ones generated by the news. I can run these at any point I want. So here we only have two trades put in, and they were losers, right? So this is with ZW, which is weak. So nothing else would pass to the next step. Okay, so let me show you that next step here. I am going to show you the profitable ones. Okay. So these are the profitable ones. I'm going to show you yesterday's logs. This is pretty mind blowing what I saw. I ran this for a full 36 hours or so. Okay, so remember, it's all similar. Let's use market data. Okay. So here's what's really important here. So what we've got here, we've got 14 bots, and as I said, these are the 14 what was considered profitable trading bots running. I don't know last month, I know all the tests that I've done. So I found 14. Overall, among those 14, 56% win ratio over 40,000 trades. And this again in life now, this is a start meaning can I modify it, improve it to down to decrease the trades. But I always remember this again, bringing about the data on the rig, the over of that was just a switch to say, okay, go to live trading now because it's now capable of doing that. So here's the results. Actually, some of the bots that matter here. Actually, I'll show you in the trading here. So if you go into the charts, this is the trading performance. So these are the ones that traded and did very well. So you can see here, the Ethereum M6 now has a custom strategy for market conditions. You can see here how it's done very well. Okay. I mean, it's 86,000. That's not realistic, but for every trade out there, two of them will be profitable and one will be a loser. Right. So here, try to do the same thing with Bitcoin or the euro. There's also, I believe this is, there's Bitcoin in here, which was a loser. But this is the big winner. But then here is gold. Okay. So it took a 318 trades and you're not seeing one loss. So this gold GC trade or strategy is very nice, as what they used to say. Okay, so these are the two winners. Ethereum and yeah, okay. So remember, I'm running these with a new set from earlier today. I've erased everything, deleted all the log files, so I'm starting over again. So I'll load in that batch from today. Okay, so we are looking at that lot right here. So this is I haven't looked at this, but I'm going to show you what happened. Okay, so here we go. These are the conclusions. So look at here. GC gold is still winning. So no loss. So this gold strategy is 100% winner. But here, the gold, Ethereum, real space, same strategy, different contract. Uh, so here, Bitcoin. Uh, once I launched everything, Bitcoin was doing pretty good. It was actually winning pretty good. So this is where we move into um, basically a process or a script that will be the chief and commander of all these running strips that fill profit. So there's two sets of strategies here. One that we know showed profit out of 14. Three of them show decent profit. Ethereum and thing, and that is basically a Ethereum Bitcoin arbitrage. So when Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin, you'll see the Ethereum do well, and with Bitcoin forms Ethereum, then the Bitcoin does well. So I need to create a bot or something to watch which is outperforming which, Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then only trade the Bitcoin side versus the Ethereum side to reduce the risk and maximize profit. The other big one, as I said, was the profit of that gold strategy. That wins. That's I've not seen out of looks like a couple of hundred trades. So let me go back into browser here and let me just see if I could create a new session here. Okay. So I'm gonna do a view. I'm gonna go back to my share screen here. Hang on here. Hopefully this will come up in the video. Let's see. So I always got to make sure I'm choosing the right window here. This must be it. Yeah. Okay. This must be it. All right. So let's go over to my website here, quantlabsnet.com. All right. So a couple of things I want to talk about here. We have here the plans I mentioned, the quant analytics. That's now 97 per month, or 67. And people start at 27. So there's everybody's grandfather in at the rate that they want. So if you're at 27 or whatever it is at that month, you're still paying that rate. So you're coming around when 5 times up. Okay. So I just want to make sure people get that. Going back to what I was talking about, we've got here our Discord, so join that. Okay. Uh, and then two other things is I keep getting the same questions. So I have here a start here option. So what this does, so this will take you to this page here. So if you want to know how to do what I showed you earlier in the VS Code and Claude Code, to be able to prompt it with Claude AI models, you can start here. The key is to work with a real case. So this one, Hero works with stocks, and I mean, it's interactive brokers. Interactive brokers works with anything. So you can do that here. Okay. Also, if you go back to the main website here, we also have here a clear. So Quant is very expensive, very lucrative. So Magic shows you plus this, with all the extra PDFs that come with it, which I have prompt for role playing, interview process, recruitment process for these jobs. The only way to really successfully get these jobs is to role play with AI. And there's quite a lot of prompting in here that will set you up on how to pretend that the AI will be the interviewer and the AI will be the interviewer. And obviously you'll respond in the prompting. All again on Claude AI. These are just guides to help you. And there's 8 companies that are tailored for each high-frequency trading firm. So there's one for Citadel as an example, one for Rentec, one for that's each company has its own unique recruiting process, and they have from the PDFs they will tell you which company and what they look for in each person. As an example, Renaissance Technology does not care about what you know. What they care about is what they want to see how you problem solve. That's the stress there. So you can tailor your prompting with what I've shown you in the prompting to tailor those prompts and typical real play questions that you could expect from Renaissance Technology. And that's why they hire physics graduates, PhDs, because of how they'll problem solve. And that's Rentec as just one example. And there's many other firms out there. Now, I know I'm rambling here. Um, so what I talked about earlier, if you feel you cannot get into this field, what you can do, you can do all this yourself. But with the way AI is, and quite possibly with DeepSeek 4, I mean, it's almost next to nothing to be able to go through this process. To become your own, like carry your own uh, quant researcher, blah blah blah. We're at that point now, on your own, and you're going to be guided for that. So with AI, my last step is now if I have 2 or 3 working strategies or bots in place one that I know can perform based upon the conditions of the market. Plus, let's say the goal is one of those golden goose types of strategies where I trade it no matter what. I'm going to make money because I haven't seen any losses now after a few hundred trades. I'm not going to sit here and brag about it, but if it's quite possible that I'm able to get a 100% win ratio, I don't know. I'll definitely go live trading with it right away and just focus on micro gold because I have the code and the trading logic on that. So there are just so many naysayers who were, especially on LinkedIn, um, and that's fine. I even have one senior director of BlackRock doing my stuff, and you know what? I think we're beyond what he's doing now. And the thing is that he proposed it because he's trying to be expert for these high-paying firms as a consultant to create all these reputable strategies because he's worked at, I don't know, BlackRock or whatever. And what I do is a complete threat to him. I'm not going to be joke. I'm not lying. Uh, what I'm doing is a complete threat to a lot of high-paying. So, as I said, if I have this growth strategy, and I ran this all day, all night. I did run these through the night. And if I do it and it runs with confidence, I'll keep doing it. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, pushing back to the plan thing. So the last piece is if I have two or three running strategies that I'm live trading with against streaming data, the next step out of that is to run another process that will measure the risk of these assets that are going to be traded, that we know are going to be traded and can be traded in profit, especially in this market where this volatile, unpredictable market, with this Mideast war going on. So if I know that's the case, um, then I know, and I'm still going to make money in this market, as they said, when we had the winter. And as they said, if you can make money in a crypto winter, you're probably some of the world's best traders. So taking that statement into what we have right now, where a lot of people are not able to make money in the markets as is, and I'm able to make money. I'm not going to sit here and toot my own horn, but this is where we're at. Um, so if all of this work over the weeks, you can expect, as I've been trying to apply for, a complete third-party verified track record that will be posted on my website. And I think that there's value in that. If you see my membership in my Quant Elite, it's the price of a car, and it's going to go up even further. I might double the price because of it. All the research I put in for the last few years to get where I'm at, and now hopefully able to say I've got third party verification. Because I meet somebody who actually does that, who puts their link on a third party verified, like Metria or TraderSync, or what's the other one? I can't remember. And just keep that up and make it free, front and center, and show profit. Nobody does that. I've been looking. If there's somebody out there that you know of that has that, please let me know. I'd like to investigate into them. So, as it stands right now, we are in the midst of something. I've been, and I'm feeling I'm on the cusp of something very, uh, very lucrative. The last number of years, a lot of years, to be able to say this. Um, so that's where we're at. So the last piece I'll have to write, or the AI to code generates on it, is that one piece that I know that can be traded with a probability of profit. We'll manage it and then the data to see the market conditions when it's profitable. There are similar bots that I wanted for you for live. And then when it feels it's comfortable to be able to trade and put money on it, or turn on a switch, start live trading, and then in reverse, as what happened with Bitcoin earlier today, and turn off that switch for live trading. So to generate that, it's very easy. So it's just parameters. It's what it really boils down to. So there's that. Um, so I'm next Tuesday on my Tuesday night stream on YouTube. I'm going to continue doing those. I will be talking about the profitable uh, instruments. I've already done that. All right. So I've done that. I've talked about that. But from here on out, if you are on YouTube if you are on YouTube, do not expect to get any more of these videos because I'm going to be tweaking my YouTube videos, my future YouTube videos for growth, which means I'm not going to be talking about the standard stuff that I'm talking about, what I'm doing today. The only way to keep up is either join my other platform, Substack, QuantLabs, Substack.com. There's that, or or it's on my email list. Okay, because it's the only way, and I can post my own video just so you know on my own website. So I won't be talking about this stuff. I'll be only talking about topics that will grow my YouTube channel, and I'll be doing the stream still and the shorts and all that because you may not know, but I'm part of an official of the platform you're on, learning from the official people there. So I have to take what I'm learning from that into account and focus on topics that YouTube feels will grow my channel. And then there's the other platforms, like I just mentioned, that you can find me on, or specifically on my website at quantlabsnet.com. All right. So again, I'll show that where to go. And here, yeah, and here I'm just looking for my. Okay. So here's my HFT code. Okay. So there's two sites I now have. There's no email list on here, HFTcode.com. The other one is QuantLabsNet.com. Okay. When you go to QuantLabsNet.com, you can click on here on the Learn to join the email list for the C++ ebook anyways, or as you saw on the main homepage, you can get one as well. And that's pretty well ready. If you want to get every on YouTube or on the videos that I'm put out, okay? Because it's not about I'm afraid of being so-called censored because I'm not. We're just trying to optimize the YouTube channel for topics that people want. And I have to go on my way to make sure that they're happy campers with whatever videos they watch. Okay. So that's why I'm doing that. So again, if you want to keep up to date on my videos, I probably put up a video section on my website under more. And you can get all my videos there. If you want to be notified, because you'll have to be on my email list. You also have to engage on the list, okay? Because my system that sends out emails will not more about you if you're interested in the videos. Okay, so you have to get tagged for the videos, otherwise you'll miss out. All right, so we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. And as I said, we're on the cusp of something hopefully pretty big early next week, and that is going into today's April 7th, 4th. Over now. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.